Hey guys, welcome to FunctionBuilt-Aquatics, and I made my own nano tank over the weekend, and I think it's pretty cool. We went to Aquarium Center. If you don't know where that is, that's in New Jersey. So if you live in New Jersey, you guys should stop by there, search it on Google Earth. And so we used the same light that we used on my channel darters little light for his 2.5, and this is actually a little tank that my dad got from IKEA, and it was supposed to actually be a vase, but I turned it into a tank. And the first thing I want to show to you guys is the sand. We started out with the sand, and then it's actually flat. I'm trying to make this sand as flat as possible. And then the rock we got from Aquarium Center, and I think it's so cool. It's like the masterpiece of the tank. And then I got some duckweed from the 40-gallon breeder, and put some of that frog spit in the...
Yeah, frogs. You're talking about the frog spit.
Yeah, I accidentally said duckweed.
Yeah, so once again we took a little stop over to IKEA, and I was able to find this really cool glass sort of vase, and it turned out to be a really cool nano tank that I brought it home, and I basically challenged Nate to come up with an idea, and he hasn't even really started the planning process. Now what we're going to do is we're going to glue Java moss and different types of mosses. We'll glue Java moss on the aquatic portion of the rock so it grows up the rock, and then on the terrestrial portion of the rock I have some really cool mosses that we collected from some of our Pine Barrens hikes that will glue in place there, and hopefully that'll actually take root and grow like it has in other tanks that we have.
We are putting two little scarlet vases. We've been checking these little small scarlet vases from our fish store. And fun fact, the scarlet vases are actually true miniature cichlids. So if you ever knew that. So yeah.
So this is Nate's first attempt at his own nano tank that he designed and planned on his own. All I basically gave him was the funds to buy the stuff that he told me he needed. I let him make his own decisions, his own mistakes, and his own accomplishments. And I can honestly say that I'm extremely proud of him and what he's designed here. Now the only thing that's missing in this system that you can't see is a heater. Yeah, but we're going to eventually put a heater in. But the cool thing about this little tiny nano power filter that we got is that it has space right in there, that I have a perfect little heater that'll fit right inside this filter.
I actually messed up with the sponge. The sponge actually sideways, so we're going to make the sponge straight before we put the heater in.
Yeah, so we'll get that all figured out. But we have some really cool plans for this little nano tank. And actually, I should say Nate has some really cool plans for this nano tank. I'm just going to give my pointers here and there, but he's going to learn his own way and make his mistakes as he goes along. But like I said before, I'm extremely proud at this level, what he's accomplished so far.
Hopefully, I can make a bunch of other little nano cubes, and I just want you guys to stay checked with this tank, because there's gonna be some cool stuff with this tank.
Yep, I think this would make a really cool shrimp tank. But the tiny little scarlet batis that we're gonna put in this tank should do well, and as they grow out, then we could put them in one of our other systems and maybe replace them with some more. But this is Ron and Nate for FunctionBuilt-Aquatics, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And this is Nate's very first nano tank, designed by Nate, set up by Nate, funded by Daddy, but otherwise this is his whole process. Good night, guys.
Good night.